Ask her if she has tripod. Oh, babushka. Tripod.
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु तेरा कहाँ चला गया? मैं पकड़ूं? हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
Under the guidance of Guru and Vaishnavas. Today we went to Navadvipa parikrama, which is non-different from Vrindavan. Around 16 miles we took parikrama. We are doing the parikrama. Today was the third day of the parikrama. Tritya means four. No, Gurudev was just taking one. It's three. Tritya means three. Hey. Tritya Divas means the third day. First we crossed the river Ganga and we went to Surabhi Kunda, and especially Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has glorified Surabhi Kunda very beautifully. And we heard this from the mouth of pure Vaishnavas. Navadvipa Dham, glorification of Navadvipa Dham is endless. The more and more I try to speak, it's not gonna be proper. Because Navadvipa Dham is very special. In Navadvipa Dham, the Vrindavan is hidden. Indra, he did offence into the lotus feet of Brajvasis. Why you commit an offence? There are two types of offence. One is you have done an offence knowingly, and one you have done it unknowingly. So for unknowingly, it's like we're doing a lot of things and we don't know about it properly. There are so many aparad. And knowingly offense is like you know it and you do it intentionally. But the one you have done it unknowingly, God does not see it and He forgives it automatically. Offense is offense, but God, He does not accept that offense and He forgives it. Like how much will He take and how much offenses will He count for you? It's a lot of things to count. It's like Nagin, like don't count. Nagin also means a female snake. Do you know what's Nagin? Like a snake, like a female snake. Nagin. Like, don't count. That's what Guru said. Don't count. So it's a word that Gurudev used. It has two meanings. But Gurudev is emphasizing on the meaning that don't count. Again. So husband and wife, they both sat down together to eat. And the wife was eating properly. And husband said, Nagin. He said, Nagin, you snake, female snake. He said, why did you say? He said, I'm only saying. He said, Nagin. I'm like, don't count the breads that you're taking. You're like, don't count. Keep eating. So it was like a double meaning word. It's like you have to speak it quickly. Nagin, don't count. So God is saying exactly like that. So it's true. So we are walking here and there and we are committing so much offenses. So if you do it intentionally, offense, it is known as knowingly offense. They've done it intentionally. Like due to any reason, it may be you do it or do the offense. If you do it unknowingly, then God does not count it as an offense. Indra. So I said this because the reason of committing an offense is coming because of ego. Indra got high on his ego. What is the essence? His ego, that I am the king. I am the king. He's on the high on ego. That I am the king of heaven. So I am the king of heaven. That was Indra thought. And all these people of citizens of Mathura, also citizens of the world, they are dependent on me. This is the ego. The more and more bodily conception ego we have, and that is the root cause of committing an offense. We just criticize each other and it's like an offense. But for Javasis, who are they? They are eternal associates of Krishna and they are very near and dear to Krishna. You can think like they are manifested from the Sarupa Shakti of Krishna, all the Brajvasis. But see, Indra thought that these all are normal human beings, they are not Brajvasis, and the Brajvasis are very humble and kind. Nanda Yashoda, Gop, and calves of Krishna. So all these, they were going to worship Indra. They are worshipping in demigods and demigoddess according to the Vedic culture. It's like the ancient rituals. Someone is worshipping Ganesh, someone is worshipping Lord Shiva, someone is worshipping the sun god. They are worshipping demigods and demigoddess. Someone is worshipping different gods. So Ganpata, Swarga. So there were 5 types of people. They are worshipping different gods, and it's been like since a very old age, ancient. And Indra, he thought that I am the best. They all are dependent on me for rain. And Brajvasis are worshipping them. Krishna is thinking that these Brajvasis, They are my eternal associates. But an Indra is just the king of the demigods, devtas. He belongs to the Jeev Koti, the category of Jivas. He's just the king of heaven, of one universe. So Krishna wanted to establish that I am the best. I am the supreme. This Krishna wants to prove that you can worship demigods or demigoddess. It's not needed. Is the audio okay on live stream? In Bhagavad Gita, God has said that whoever worships the demigods and demigoddesses, it's in reality they are just worshipping me in a different form, because I am the supreme. All the demigods have come from me. Worshipping demigods and demigoddesses, worshipping them, serving them is it's just given so that you will have respect for them. You should not think that they are the supreme. Indra, he got high on ego that I am the supreme. Because the more and more big positions you get, the more and more ego manifests in your heart and mind. Does it come or not? Like we have ego, like we have money ego that I am rich. Aishvarya, like the more and more money you have more and more ego. And taking birth in a high class family, it's also a kind of ego that Brahmins have. Vidya. So there's a high ego of being very knowledgeable person, also ego of being a very beautiful person. So these are the types of egos. And the jivas, they are completely high on this types of ego, and they don't think that they don't give respect to each other. Indra was also like this. He thought that I am the supreme. So God himself, he said, to destroy the ego of Indra, he did this lila. God says, all the demigods and demigoddesses, all the living entities, they are working with my power. I have given my power, and then they are managing their roles. Without the power of the Supreme God, they cannot do anything. Where are they getting the main power? What is the source of all power? God. When we are high on the ego, we forgot. We think that I am the doer, I am doing everything. But who is the doer and who is making you do things? God. So this is the story of Vraj. It's like oh Krishna, you are doing it, but I am getting the credit for it. So this is a beautiful Braj Kirtan. This is being very humble. It's like we are getting the credit, but who is making it do it? God. But if someone is high on the ego, they take it opposite. They're like, I am doing it and you are getting credit. Like I do it. So people think that I am the doer. So God also wanted to show that in Indra Puja, people should not worship Indradev. That I am the supreme, Krishna wants to establish. God said, Dhananjay Arjun, there is nothing above me. I am the supreme personality of Godhead. What did Indra do? He did offense while being high on ego. In Bhagavad that we listen in the chapter where Krishna lets Giriraj Govardhan, the story tells about it all. What did God do? He lifted Giriraj Govardhan and he showed everyone that I am the Supreme. 7 days, 7 nights. Indra was trying to cause a disastrous flood. It was raining like cats and dogs, and he used to attack with using his most powerful weapon Vajra. And even after that, when Indra got to know that Krishna is God, at that time Indra started to think, what should I do? At that time Indra went in front of Brahma, and Brahmaji gave him an advice. Do one thing. Whoever's beloved of Krishna, go to the beloved person of Krishna. And who is the beloved person of Indra? Who is the beloved person of Indra? Surabhi. Krishna, Surabhi. Sorry. Krishna ki priya Surabhi Brajvas guy, Surabhi guy, na? Sorry, so the beloved of Krishna, Surabhi. Namo Brahmana Deva, Go Brahman Deva. God is saying He is protecting everyone, especially who is the most beloved of the God? The cows and calves of Vrindavan. The mother cow is extremely near and dear to Krishna. Why cows are glorified so much in our scriptures? All the tiny hair particle of cow, every skin particle of cow, all the devtas, all the demigods, they reside in that area. In our body also, God is manifested in our body also. Who is the manifesting demigod of the hands? Indra. It's the sun god. All the Indriya, all the desires, all the senses that we have, the demigod is Adhistatri Devta means presiding deities. Like because of whose this thing is manifested. So because of their desire, everything happens. Who is the presiding deities of the hand? Indra. And who is the presiding deity of the legs? Vishnu. Who said Vishnu? See, this is true. Okay, so everything is explained in Bhagavad scripture. So these are the presiding deities of all the body. The cow, why are the cows glorified? So in one particle of a cow, all the demigods and demigoddesses, they live there. All the demigods and demigoddesses, they manifested in every particle of the cow. 33 categories. 33 categories. That is 40. In God, what is the favorite thing of God? What is the most favorite thing of God? Krishna. To cow herding is the favorite job of Krishna. Because cow is like mother, it gives us milk. And legs, they help in farming. These days they use tractors, machinery, but that time they use legs. So I am saying this because that the most beloved person of the Krishna is the Surabhi cow. So Brahma, he gave advice to Indra that go to the mother cow Surabhi and take her shelter and apologize. What did Indra do? He went to Surabhi cow and he prayed that, hey Surabhi, I am under your lotus feet. I seek forgiveness for my actions. And God also got happy at the end. So with the help of Aravat, they did Abhishek. This is the story of Govindakanda. Airavat. With the help of Ariavat, they did Abhishek. They took a Go in the name of Krishna. Go means cow, Go means Brahman, Go means cows. Go means Gopi. Go means Govinda. Go means desire, senses. This all is being explained. There are so many meanings of the word go. Then God got satisfied and he gave him advice that please don't be high on ego in the future. After this katha goes on by God himself, he gave a benediction to Indra. No, he got satisfied with Indra and he went away, but Indra this place, Surabhikunda, the place that where we went. For many years he performed austerities. At the end, Lord Krishna, he got satisfied and he gave him darshan. And then, in the Kali Yuga, he told him that I will appear in the Kali Yuga in the form of Mahaprabhu, and gave him this message. And he asked him to support him in his preaching of holy name in that mission. So that same Indra in Mahaprabhu Lila, Haridas Thakur. Oh, sorry, to Brahmana. Who is the Indra in the Leela of Mahaprabhu? In the Leela of Mahaprabhu, who Indra came in the form of? Indradun Maharaj? No. I think what's his written in the scriptures? Gurudev is checking. And he did the service of Mahaprabhu. Raja. Maharaj Prataparudra. Indra came as Maharaj Prataparudra, maybe. Like this Godrum we went today. It's the most beloved place, one of the most beloved places of Mahaprabhu, and we listen Harikatha there. We listen to Katha of Markandeya Rishi also, the sage Markandeya. Markandeya Rishi. So they're checking in the scripture. Google पे इंद्र इन गौर लीला लिख देख लिया उसने, देख लिया। जय दाओ जय दाओ जय गोविंद जी जय दाओ। जबरदस्त कीर्तन करता है। Indra came in this world as Raja Prataparudra. In this world, on the Leela, Raja Prataparudra in the Leela of Mahaprabhu. Before he was in the Braja Leela, he was Indra. क्या मेरा ट्राइपॉड? मेरे पास है ही नहीं ट्राइपॉड। एक तो हिंदी में लगा हुआ है एज इट इज में, और एक इंद्रा के पास है, वो उसी का है। मैं वो यूज़ करता हूँ, आई नहीं अभी पता। परिक्रमा Markandeya Rishi, he asked for a benediction. What? For 7 kalpas I want to live. That's what benediction he asked. There's also a beautiful story about this also in Purana scriptures. This Markandeya Rishi, when he took birth, his mother, they went to the near a saint, and they saw the birth kundali to get it manifested, the birth kundali astrology, birth chart, sorry. So they were like, your child will live for 11 years only, the saint said. So her mother heard this and she got extremely upset. So everything is destined. How much time you have in this world, everything is destined. They did not tell their son. So one year they used to go away. When he was 11 years old, when 10 years passed by, 10 years, 11 months passed by, 29 days. So 10 months, 29 days. So only one day was left in his lifetime according to his birth chart. His mother started to cry. He's like, mother, why are you crying? And mother knew that today my son is going to die. Markandeya Rishi. So according to the desire of God, one saint came, and when the saint came, Markandeya did pranams, and after doing the pranam, Sant Mahatma gave him increased his age. Like you have a huge, like a nice age time. So he gave him a blessing. So Markandeya Rishi went to his mother and told him, like, you did pranam of Sant Mahatma, what blessing did he give you? If you do pranams, then they give you blessings or not? If you bow down your head, then saints will put their heads on your hand, and you are standing and asking me to put my hand on your heads. You're like, oh Maharaj, please bless me. You are standing and asking me to put my hand on your heads. and I'm like moving my hand like playing a mridang on heads of people. Like all people are standing, I'm like playing drums. I'm like like playing drums on the heads of the devotees. So it's true or not? You're like, oh Maharaj, please bless me. On the airport also it's very nice. On the airport, when I'm going by car, so they're like, oh please put your hand on my head. And when I leave, they come again in front of me for the same thing. They're like coming 2 times, 3 times for the same thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, this Matanga Rishi, no, Markandeya Rishi, sorry, he told Markandeya Rishi, he told his mother that I have a long age now. Mother said, how is it possible? Dirgha Ayu, like how many days? Mother knew that today my son, it's so not even one day. By the evening, my child will be dead. Will you say in front of your son that today you're going to die? No. So how many days? Dirgayu means how much long? How much long did he bless you to live for? Dirgayu can be one day also. You can also count it to infinite, like so many days. They went to the front of Rishi, the saint, and asked him to bless you to live for 7 kalpa. The saint, he said this. When Siddha Santa Mahatma, whatever they come out from their mouth, it never goes to waste, never goes in vain. It's 100% true. It's like the arrow of Lord Shiva also stops there. It cannot stop the saying of a pure devotee saint. Brahmastra, Shivastra, all the huge weapons of the scriptures cannot affect it. At that time, his mother, she said kalpa. So one day of Brahma is 1 kalpa. So it's like 1 week of Brahma. 1 day of Brahma is like thousands and thousands of years. 1000 Chaturyug. One rotation of 1000 Chaturyug, then 1 kalpa is done. So Chaturyug means like Satta, Treta, Dwapar, Kalyug. So these 4 yugas repeat in cycle of 1000 times, then it's 1 kalpa of Brahma. So for these days, he will live. And how many destructions happen in such a period of time? One is Dainik Pralay, Akhanda Pralay. One is like a complete destruction, natural disaster. Lay means like everything is destroyed in that disaster. Every day, there's always a pralay. When we sleep, always a destruction. When we sleep, there's destruction or disaster. No. So there's one that in our body, we have out of consciousness, that we are alive or dead. When we sleep, we don't know. When we wake up, we remember everything. We're like, oh, today's parikrama, I have to go there, I have to talk to here, talk there. So a lot of things come when you wake up. Someone is leaving by train. I was talking about one is Dainik Pralay, like every day it's happening. One is Mahapralay, in which the whole world is destroyed. This is not Pralay. In scriptures, it is explained on different types of destructions. And when the time of Mahapralay, where the whole world destroys, all the Brahmans, everything, they get destroyed. Everywhere is water at that time. Whatever we are seeing, there are big waves in the ocean. You can see in YouTube. There are big waves. You see. And ask Apple why from telling me as well. iPhone why from them.
सुनाई पड़ रहा है? Did you listen?
So when there are big waves of the sea, you're seeing like so much water is coming. The big waves. So the Rishi started to think, like, why should I ask for such a boon? So whoever lives in this world, the more and more he struggles. In this world, 5 days if you do bhajan of God, then your life is successful. Thousands of lives, if they're fighting and you're not chanting the holy names or doing bhajan, spiritual practice, then the life is a waste, total waste. So, Hawaii. Recently I went for preaching program in the USA, and there I saw there are huge trees, and the age of one tree is written 3,000 years, 4,000 years tree. Like the way he killed the Asur, and Okla, what? Hollow. It's a very huge depth hollow cave. So what I'm trying to say here is, so person lives for so much time in this world and they don't do spiritual practice, then the life is total waste. It is said that you can live for thousands of years in this world but not perform spiritual practice, then life is waste. But even for 5 days, if someone is living and they take association of a sadhu and they do spiritual practice, then their life is successful. So the story of Markandeya Rishi is saying like this way. We took darshan of that place, Did you see? How do you do the darshan? You have to take darshan from the ears. So what does this mean? You have to listen to Harikatha. There was one crocodile, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was with his devotees at that place, and he started to sing and dance with holy hymns. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he put his feet on the crocodile, and the crocodile gave up his body. He gave up that body, and he took form of a beautiful apsara, like a beautiful woman of heaven, and he went to the dham of Mahaprabhu. So that apsara committed an offense, and it needed the touch of the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. And when she got the touch of the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, she got delivered. In Bhakti Ratnakar Granth, this is explained. But Bhakti Ratnakar. It's all the glories of the Dham explained. So that's why I'm saying the Dham of Mahaprabhu is also known as the non-different from Nandagaon. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he came to that place and performed bhajan. The bhajan stali of Bhakti Vinod Thakur and the samadhi of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, we went there. How Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he did bhajan. It's also saying, Gurudev also told us that Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he used to chant holy names till the night of 2 o'clock. And chanting holy names, all the leelas manifested in his heart. The Bhajan Rahasya Granth, if you study that, this book is, he appeared these slokas, wrote these slokas while chanting the holy names. He used to read them also while chanting holy names. Bhakti Jnana Saraswati Prabhupada, he write all these slokas, and then in time everything was compiled together and published in a beautiful book, scripture. This is Bhajan Rahasya. Bhajan Rahasya, it's very beautiful. Rahasya means secret, so like a secret of bhajan. In Mathura, Gurudev, his favorite books were Madhurya-kadambini and Bhajan Rahasya. He used to teach us about them a lot of times. He used to speak Harikatha on these books. Once the book was over, when again he started the same book. Especially Gurudev, he had one more scripture, Brihad Bhagavatam. Brihad Bhagavatam Granth is, he recited that Granth a lot of times. Madhurya-kadambini scripture, he also did Katha on that. So these Granthas are like the essence of all knowledge in this life. If you want to enter the bhajan world, then you will have to understand Bhajan Rahasya and Madhurya-kadambini. Because Madhurya-kadambini, and there is one more scripture which Vishwanath Chakravarti Padas, Madhurya-kadambini and Aishvarya-kadambini. So we should study these scriptures. If you don't read scriptures, till then you won't understand the depth and the meaning of bhakti. How do we enter the world of bhakti? So whatever someone is saying, we are accepting their saying and just following them. If you're doing bhajan with your own desire, it's not bhajan. Bhajan, you have to follow bhajan pranali. Bhajan pranali, it means like procedure and process of bhajan, like sequence. It develops step by step. Adi Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anarth Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Rati, Bhav, and then Prem. Aishvarya-kadambini is the name of the book. Madhurya-kadambini and Aishvarya-kadambini. You've just heard the name of Madhurya-kadambini. So they're like, oh, Aishvarya-kadambini is something completely new. But no, it's a very nice and important book. All the scriptures, it is written. These are the essence of bhakti process. It is also expressed the special quality of Mahaprabhu, that is extremely generous. Krishna is known as Vadanyaya, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as mahavadanyaya, like Mahavadanyaya, like the most vadanyaya, most generous, most kind, and Krishna generous and kind. What is the special quality of Mahaprabhu? In Madhurya-kadambini it is explained. When a sadhak is in the bhav dasha, how God manifests in his one senses, one particle. There's a dasya bhak. There are different moods of devotees. Mood of parental affection, mood of friendship, mood of servantship, mood of paramour love. So whatever the devotee desires, the God takes the form and gives them the darshan according to their mood. There's a very beautiful scripture, and it's all written there, that how God reveals himself in front of devotees. There's only one God. But depending on the mood of bhaktas, devotees, the God is giving darshan of his form according to that, according to their mood. So Dhruva, Prahlad, in front of them, God gave darshan in the form of Chaturbhuj, like four limbs. And the people who have in the paramour affection, he's giving darshan in the three-folded bent form to the people of paramour love. And that sadhak, when he enters the stage of bhav, they take darshan of God, and it's like an arati. It's like being very humble and grateful. We cry and cry and cry. Hey God, I am not qualified. The more and more who is qualified, more and more high position they get more and more humble. Those who develop more like when there's fruit in the tree, all the branches they bow down. Then all the branches they will be automatically bent towards the ground, exactly like that. When the qualities of bhakti manifest in someone, then these quality humbleness also manifest. Exactly like this, when a sadhak doing bhajan, when he goes to the place, he reaches the stage of bhav. At that time, God gave him a darshan, and when he gave darshan, the devotee cried. They see the beautiful form of God, and they also faint sometimes. What does was a mood of servant? They give them the darshan according to the mood of the devotee, and they make them conscious again. that God pray to God that I didn't do any bhajan, I am a sinner. How possible to I am qualified to see your beautiful darshan? I cannot express the beautiful darshan like someone saw a beautiful Himalayan mountain and in the front of humans they are telling, and you are telling it to people like it's a chickpea. You've seen a huge mountain and you are expressing it like it's a chickpea. And you're also expressing it like mustard seed. What's the meaning? The glory, the beauty of you, darshan, is extremely endless. All your features, whatever I explained, how did I explain? By giving the examples of this material world, how are the eyes of God like a lotus? But the God's eyes, is it like lotus? In this world, lotus, the flower lotus when it blooms, and it becomes beautiful, and beautiful smell also. It's there, but till when is it stays? For some time only. After 1 to 2 days, after the 3 days, the flower withers automatically. And the lotus flower, it withers off. Why did I give this example? Whatever we see in this material world, it has faults. Because it's like everything is changing according to the desire of time. So there you can keep a picture of your 17 years old, 1-7, and when do it reverse, keep it 7-1. When you're 71 years old, take a picture and then compare it. Compare your picture of being 17-year-old and compare your picture of being 71 years old. So in this world, everything is changing. At the end, it also gets destroyed. So it's like it changes and it gets destroyed also. Whatever that we are seeing in this world, it would be destroyed one day. So when a devotee reaches that stage, they took darshan of God, and after they take darshan of God, they pray that I am a sinner. And then they cry, God again. He says, no, you're not a sinner. God is also very humble. He's also praying in front of devotee. God is praying. He's saying, He pacifies, consoles them that, hey devotee, to attain me, you are doing so much hard practice. What austerities I do? What austerities we do? We just follow one Ekadashi and we think we have done a lot. Yesterday there was how many people did Nirjala Ekadashi? Lift your hands up. You did. Only a few people did Nirjala Ekadashi yesterday. Don't be offended. If I say something more, you all will be offended. So it's also sleeping, not sleeping is also important. So you have to not sleep and chant holy names also. In Nirjala Vrat, it does not mean that you don't have to drink water. The actual rule is you don't have to sleep at all. It's in scriptures. So I speak about scriptures and people get offended. Oh, I got so hard to follow this, and it's like no fruits of it. And whatever I did, you are like criticizing it. So did you understand? Okay, let's move forward. So if you follow the Nirjala fast properly, how much food do you have? Did I explain or not? What did I tell? Did you listen to that Harikatha or not? Kahan suna? In Natya Mandir, in Natya Mandir he told about Padna, Narma, and they're also expressing the past life, the Markandeya Rishi. How was he? He was completely merciful. No, he was a completely sinful. Acha, he did not eat anything. Who? There you go. Karmang. And thinking about her, he gave up this body. He did not drink anything. He did not eat anything. And it's like he stayed up all night thinking about his wife. And because of that, he became a king. If you just follow one Nirjala fast, there's so many fruits of it. These are the glories of Nirjala fast. In Kali Yuga it's very hard. I'm asking, just chant holy names.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
So if you can't follow it properly, if your body does not allow you, no problem. Eat fruits. You can take a little bit of water. It's okay. So the God is saying, hey devotee, you have performed so much austerities for me. You have tolerated hot and cold weather. You did so much austerities. And then after listening to the sentences of this God, the devotee cries, and then again God, he pacifies the devotee. Hey devotee, you are my beloved. I am so much, my heart melted after seeing your austerities. And God gets happy when we make such efforts. The God is satisfied. Because God gets happy. What should we have? We have two fingers. One finger is our efforts, and second thing is the mercy of God. If we don't make efforts, then how will we receive mercy? So we should keep trying and keep making efforts. If you keep efforts, then you will be successful 100%, no doubt in that. See, this is the humbleness of devotee, and the relationship between devotee and the God is expressed there. The time is less, otherwise I could explain it in depth. But how there is so much humbleness and love and affection between devotee and the God. God says, devotee, you did so much austerities for me. You did so much renunciation for me. I didn't give you anything. It's also said about the gopis. What did God say at the end? In Gita, he's saying at the end, the person who is completely surrendered to me, I am also completely surrendered to that devotee. जो मेरे शरणागत होता मैं भी उसको Okay, so the more and more someone is surrendered, the more and more mercy I give to them. This is written in Gita. In Bhagavad, what's saying by gopis? Pratijatu sadhana. The behavior, it's very, very rare. In this world, leave this about this world, even in the heaven, even in Vaikuntha, it's hard for people to take renunciation. In Vaikuntha, people who are living there, Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, Dwarka, Mathura, and these lokas, for them, it's not possible for them to take full, complete renunciation. God said to Lakshmi Devi that I want to enter Rasa Leela. And he said, do one thing. Take birth in Braj. Give up your ego. There's the one by one the process proceeds. But Lakshmi Devi, she's not ready. Lakshmi Devi wants that I want to enter Ras in the form of Lakshmi only. Lakshmi wants to enter the Ras in her body, in her form of Lakshmi. But no, it's not possible. There's a rule. If you want to enter Ras, you need to have a body of a gopi. You all are gopis. They're transcendental gopis. We are in this gross body. This body, this is the material body. With this body, we cannot enter the transcendental world. So we need to attain transcendental body of the gopis. So you have to take birth in the gopis womb, and then you have to do association of eternal associates of God, and then on the fruits of that, the parikrama mood will manifest in your heart, and then you can enter the rasa. Lakshmi is not ready. God is saying, no, you need to have body of gopi to enter. Brahmani Abhiman, the ego of Lakshmi, she's not ready to give up her ego. But what did gopis do? They gave up everything for Krishna. They gave up everything for Krishna. Gopis are saying in reality, we love Krishna. Radhaji is saying to Lalita Saki, hey Lalite, if you take one, there's a crossroad. Okay, so you start and stand at the road, go and speak, playing Mridanga and speak on the crossroad. That we love Krishna, that I love Govinda. Then all the friends and all the Brajvasis will give me up, they will abandon me. And everyone will abandon me once this happens. But yet Sam Sundar is the best. These are the glories of gopis. For Krishna, gopis give everything up. This is not possible for normal people. In his last slok, he's saying, what is God saying himself? Like Brahma, if you get age of Brahma, then over so many years, I want to do the lotus feet service of you, but even then I won't be able to clear off your debt. God is saying this to gopis. The gopis say, we lost but we won. Why? This is what gopis are expressing. It's so surprising. You tell me, there's in love there's this thing that there's no business. There's no business between love and a lover. So you give me this and I will give you the worth of that. The money you pay, the same amount of things you get. This is banyagiri, like business. That type of love is not love. You go to the market, you pay 10 rupees and you buy something. Do you love that shopkeeper? No. You paid the money and you got the goods you paid for. It's not love. And gopis asked one question to Krishna. He said, hey Krishna, tell us, like how there should be no business in love, no obstacle in love. Love is transcendental. Love should be natural, spontaneous, and there should be, it should keep flowing properly, like the flow of Ganga river. It starts from Gangotri and it flows down, and there's no obstacle at all in the path. Is it stopped? No. You can see the waterfall also. The water is falling down without any obstacle. When it drops from the 100 meters height, in the middle there's no obstacle. Love is exactly like that. There's no type of obstacle. But you can see, what did Krishna say? Gopis are saying, so this is not the right definition of love. Love is nirvadya. Like a lamp. Love is like a lamp. There's cotton inside the lamp and it is touching the oil in the lamp. And if you stop the oil, then will the lamp light? No. The oil needs to be there to sustain it. Exactly like that, love should have you are like a sadhu. I see your behavior. If I serve you, yet I won't be able to repay off your debt. The Krishna is thinking that he is in debt of gopis. There's nothing as debt in between lovers. Are you understanding? Priya Priya, love and a lover, lover to love, between two lovers, there is a pure love. In the pure love, there is no expectations between at all. So this is what's being explained here. And Gopi said, Govinda, you tell, how will you be able to repay the debt? You cannot be cleared from a debt if you serve us. How will you be released from a debt? It is known as a sadhu. The Krishna said, when I become sadhu, meaning if I take sannyas and do the things, serve you, then you get rid of the debt. What the Krishna is saying, he's taking sannyas in form of Mahaprabhu, and every day he is absorbed in the mood of gopis and he is hankering to meet Krishna, tolerating the separation. This is a very beautiful expression of mood. This is a very deep idea, a deep thing to understand. Sa sadhu, sa sadhu kritya, like becoming a sadhu. And what is Krishna become? He became a sadhu. He became Mahaprabhu. He took sannyas in form of Mahaprabhu. He manifested the mood of separation through the form of Mahaprabhu. The mood of separation, it establishes the value of meeting. So this is how it completes. The more and more separation there is, the more and more happiness, the more and more absorption mood you will have in meeting. But the mood of separation is the actual real thing which causes the happiness. So there are two things, meeting and separation and meeting. But yet Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad is saying that the separation is dancing on the head of meeting. If you say like this, that separation is better and meeting is not good, so why not always stay in separation? We all want the topmost thing. No, this is not possible. The commenters are saying, no, this is not possible, because the separation is preparing for the meeting. So separation is needed to establish the importance of meeting. So commentators of the scriptures have saying there are 4 types of separation, 4 types of meeting. And meeting also of 4 types. So this all is explained in scriptures. So it's also explained that which type of separation is helping which type of meeting. So in transcendental world, there is no Sudurvidha. In the Prakat-lila in this world, with the help of Yoga Maya, we can see Sudurvidha. There are 2 viras. One is Nikat Vira, like you're near and you're feeling separation. Pravas. Pururas man pravas, bring Vijit. Like going from one place to another is known as pravas. Like Prabhu came from America, so he did pravas. I go to America, I did pravas from India to America. So this is the word meaning pravas. Pravas means like leaving your own place and going to another place is pravas. So going from one place to another is known as pravas. Going from one place to another is known as pravas. So Krishna is doing cow herding and other activities. He's going from one place to another. He's doing pravas. Meaning Krishna, he left the Braj and is going for cow herding. One pravas is like Nikat pravas. So Dudut pravas is like a huge pravas. It's like he's going from Vrindavan to Mathura, then Mathura to Kurukshetra, Dwarka, and then again coming back to Mathura. This is Suruk pravas. So in transcendental world, this thing does not exist. This Dur pravas, Sur pravas is that separation gopis cannot tolerate. So what does Krishna do? In one form, he lives in Vraj. Always. Murta, like he's there. And Amurta, like invisible form also. But he's always existing there. When he's like he's living in reality. So in transcendental leelas, this coming and going is not seen there. In the Leela on the world, they are showing that Krishna is going from Vrindavan to Mathura, from then to Dwarka. The commentators are saying that also is not true. It's just the Leela of Yoga Maya. Where is Vrindavan Krishna? He lives in Vrindavan. Vrindavan Krishna always lives in Vrindavan. And the Mat Krishna of Mathura, he lives in Mathura. So when he was going from Vrindavan to Mathura, he was on the chariot of Akrur. When he was on the border of Mathura, that time the Vrindavan Krishna, he disappeared from the chariot and he stayed in the Vrindavan in invisible form. And when they crossed the border of Mathura, crossed the border of Vrindavan and reached Mathura, and when they reached Mathura, the Mathura's Krishna, he appeared on the chariot of Akrur. So this is the Leela. The Gaudiya Vaishnava ideologies are very deep and full of love. Normal people cannot understand it. With the help of Yoga Maya, the beautiful Leelas going on. This is also how Dham is working as also. That's why I'm saying separation and meeting. Meeting and separation, these two things. So that's why I'm saying the separation is like establishing the mood, preparing us for meeting. The mood that we get in separation is very deep. We are always thinking about the person.